Hi, welcome to CHeri Knits. I love knitting and I want you to love it too. Today I'm going to show you how to start strong with my favorite cast on, long tail cast on. Let's get started. Today we're going to talk about my favorite cast on, which is long tail cast on. It's also called double cast on or slingshot because of the way your hands are positioned when you do the cast on. The reason I like this cast on so much is it's very elastic, it looks pretty, and once you get the hang of it, it's really, really easy. You can do it two ways, knitwise or purlwise. Knitwise is the basic way that most people know how to do it, and that's how we're going to start. So the first thing to decide is, am I going to make a slip knot or not? Typically I do long tail cast on without the slip knot. I just think it looks a little bit better unless I'm making a scarf or a blanket where I want a real cornered edge. So today I'm going to show you how to do it without a slip knot. So you're going to take your yarn, and it's called long tail because you need to estimate a long tail of yarn. And typically what I do is 1 inch per stitch I'm going to cast on. So I'm going to take about a 20-inch length of yarn and drape the two ends over the left hand, my thumb and pointer finger of my left hand. And then I'm going to grab the two ends at the bottom with my pinky and my ring finger. I'm going to hold the knitting needle in my right hand, and that just sits right on top of the yarn and does one simple twist. So again, the yarn is draped over my thumb and ring finger. I'm going to grab the two ends, hold it pretty taut, take the tip of the needle, lay it right on top of the yarn, and just do a simple twist. And I tend to go toward myself, but honestly, if you went the other way, it would just be fine. So it lays over the top, twists, and that's the first stitch. And that takes the place of the slip knot, so you don't have to do the slip knot. Then what I'm going to do is take the tip of the needle and come down and under the strand on my thumb, and then back to front around the strand on my index finger, and we pull that strand through the loop on my thumb, release the thumb, reposition the thumb, and then you're ready to go again. All right, let's start that from the beginning. So I've got my 20 inches of yarn because I'm going to cast on about 20 stitches. I drape that over my index finger and thumb and grab everything down with my pinky and ring finger to hold it taut. Take the tip of the needle, lay it over the top of the yarn, do a twist, hold on to it with your finger of your right hand, otherwise it's going to pop off there. And then take the knitting needle and go down under the strand that's on the thumb from the bottom up, so my thumb and the knitting needle are both facing the same direction. Then back to front around the strand on my index finger, bring it back through. I'm going to move my finger up one, let go, release that loop, reposition with my thumb, and I've cast on another stitch. And this is casting on knitwise. Under, around, back through, move my finger up to hold it, let go, reposition. Under, around, back through, move your finger up, release your thumb, and reposition. Every once in a while you'll have to let go and reset your hands, and if you're not sure what to do, just take your thumb and index finger and go straight in between the two strands of yarn, separate, grab, and you're ready to go again. You'll notice I have about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of yarn there. You don't want to be too far back, you won't have control. You won't be able to do things with control. And you don't want to be too tight here because you'll struggle to get the needle in. So about 1.5 inches to 2 inches back. Under, around, back through, off, reposition. Once you get going, you'll just be able to slide from one stitch to the next really smoothly. Just remember to pop your finger up to the next stitch to hold it. Now if you find that you're casting on too tight and you can't move the stitches, you should be able to slide them along just fine. But if you find that you're casting on a little bit too tight, you can take your finger and instead of just putting it on top of the stitch, put it right in front of the stitch. And so when you create that new stitch, you have that space, and that will force you to be a little bit loose. A problem that a lot of people do is they just tighten it up too much, and you don't want to do that. You want to leave some space in between there. So you can put your finger up here as a pacer and let it go. Under and let it go. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media listed below, and leave a comment to let me know what kinds of things you'd like to see in the future. Thanks.